we'll begin with the Isavasam principle. So we have done the Isavasam principle or sloka 1 in the last class. Can anyone tell what is Isavasam principle? So we have already discussed that. Can anyone?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, actually, in one word, if you can say that everything belongs to Krishna. So we need to offer everything to Krishna. Even we are belongs to Krishna, and whatever devotees are like fighting because of territories and everything else. So everything should be thinking in the mind that center we need to keep Krishna, and others should be around Krishna, and we belongs to Krishna Mata, Prabhuji.
Okay.
So
anyone
that's how
wants to add? Yeah. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Anyone wants to add anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. There is a quota that is allotted to everybody, and that is what we should be sticking to, and not be greedy and grab everybody's else's quota. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So something is sanctioned for us. That is the first one. So in the first sloka, we have seen that everything belongs to Krishna, and Krishna is the ultimate proprietor. Ishavasya, that is, Krishna is ultimate proprietor. We think that we are ultimate proprietor. This thing belongs to us, this thing belongs to me, this thing is mine, this thing is not mine, like that. But the thing actually is, Krishna is the ultimate proprietor, and he has given some quota to us. Okay, and according to that quota, we have to live, we have to survive. And that too, in that quota also, one is called sanction. So some things are sanctioned for us so that we can utilize. And how we should utilize? We should utilize with sanctification. So we have to sanctify. Sanctification means using it for Krishna. So two words are there. One is called sanction, and second is called sanctified. Okay. So whatever things is allotted to us, that is sanctioned to us, we have to sanctify, then we can use it. That is called a devotional service, and that is in the line of Ishavasya principle. So second sloka will describe that the sanctification, that how some certain quota is there, and we have to live through that quota. How we can live with that Ishavasya principle. How we can live in harmony with that Ishavasya principle. And third sloka, third mantra, will see if we disregard the Ishavasya principle, what will happen. So these two mantra 2 and mantra 3 are there. Mantra 2 will describe how we can live in harmony with Ishavasya principle, how we can sanctify karma, what is karma bandhan. So these things will describe in Ishavasya principle, that is Isopanishad sloka 2. Okay, means acting in harmony with Ishavasya principle. That is the central principle of this second sloka. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So it is online. Live is going on, Namata. Is showing live?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, my screen is visible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So let's start with the Guru Pranam mantra and Mangalacharan. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vikram Cha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are going to see ISOPANISAD slok number 2 today. Okay, so after Mangalacharan, let's start the sloka. Yes, anyone wants to read out?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ishopanishad mantra 2. Kurvanyeveha karmani jijivishe chatam samaha evam tvayi nanyatotosti na karma lipyate nare. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Okay, na karma lipyate nare. Nare means the human being, and lipyate means cannot be bound. So this type of karma, which type of karma cannot bound human being? So we have this idea through level 1, we have gone through, level 2, we have gone through. Can anyone tell me what 3 types of karma we have read in level 1 and level 2?
Karma, vikarma, akarma, Prabhu.
You can little bit description what is karma. One person can describe karma. One person can describe vikarma. One person can describe akarma.
Karma
first,
is doing our
yes.
work as per the scriptures, Prabhu. Designated scriptures.
Okay.
One more karma is like without expecting fruitive reactions and all.
Without expecting fruitive reactions. Little bit not clear.
From means like, for example, if we are doing one work, if we get any fruitive reactions, we should not expect that thing.
Fruitive reaction is like we'll get reaction, whether it is karma or vikarma. Fruitive results.
We should not expect anything without expecting
Result.
anything.
They are telling about the result, not
Yes,
reaction.
yes.
And results are two different things.
Yes, result.
Okay.
We should
So
do our
karma means anyone who can explain. Karma means doing the activity and expecting the results, but the activity is done for ourselves only, according to Shastra, not away from the Shastra. Vikarma means doing the activity against the Shastra, for ourselves only, but against the Shastra. And akarma, anyone wants to describe?
Free from the cycle of birth and death.
Akarma is?
Freeze from the cycle of birth and death, and we do only for in favor of Krishna.
Only for? Not able to hear.
In favor of
only
Krishna,
for?
Prabhu. In favor of Krishna.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so this sloka is having the same components. That's why I try to discuss that. So if you read the translation, one may aspire to live for hundreds of years if he continuously goes on working in that way. Which way? The way which sloka number 1 or mantra 1 describes. One may aspire to live for hundreds of years. We can live 100 of years, we can live 10 years, 20 years. Okay. So we can live small life, we can live long life, even long life. We can live a long life also if we are living the life according to the sloka number 1 Ishavasya principle. So this sloka says, one may aspire to live for hundreds of years if he continuously goes on working in that way. Sloka number 1 Ishavasya principle way. For that sort of work will not bind him to the law of karma. Okay. So law of karma won't bind. That means that sloka or the Ishavasya principle describing how we can work, and it won't be binding us to the law of karma. And there is no alternative to this way for man. There is no alternative. One has to act in this way. That is the ultimate thing one person can do. Okay. So that is the thing. This sloka says that we should be doing akarma, and there is no alternative for that. In short, this karma describes that we should be doing akarma. We should be living in the harmony with that principle, Ishavasya principle, and there is no alternative to that. Okay. So this sloka complements the sloka number 1 only, and it says we should be living in harmony with Isavasa principle, and there is no alternative. Okay, so that is the short description of this translation. So again, 3 types of karma is described, like karma, which is the action performed in terms of one's prescribed duty, as mentioned in revealing scripture. In the lower stage of life, one cannot immediately adopt activity in devotional service, nor can one stop to do work. So this concept will come later, little bit later. So we'll try to describe one by one. So if you read the purpose of this sloka, Prabhupada very nicely explained in 3-4 paragraphs about this sloka. Okay, first Prabhupada starts the purport with like what is this karma bandhan. Okay, how this karma is dangerous. This sloka describes that karma can be liberating. Means karma, how by doing karma we cannot be we are not bind to the work. That means it is describing the akarma. Prabhupada starts with the normal work which we are doing. That is how it is binding. Okay, so that is called karma bandhan. Okay, we are in this material world and we have to do some certain work. Okay, certain work, and if we are doing the work if we are doing the work, then that work will have certain reaction. Okay, so everyone is doing work, certain work, to live in this material world, and when we are living in this material world, then that work will have certain reaction, and due to that reaction we have to take the body again and again, and that when we take the body again, we have again the life and we have to do certain work. That is called karma bandhan. Okay, so when we have the body, we have to do work, and when we are doing work, this is causing more binding. Okay, so that is a very difficult thing to go across. That is called karma bandhan. Okay, that is called karma bandhan, the fear. Okay, the fear of living. And Prabhupada also described that no one wants to die. No one wants to die in this material world. Everyone wants to live for long they want to live. But what is the meaning of this living? Okay, even Prabhupada says that even trees are living for hundreds and thousands of years, thousands and hundreds of years, thousands of years. What is the meaning of that living? Nothing. Okay, nothing. Trees are living for more than us. Okay, what is the meaning of that living? Okay, so lower species also Prabhupada describes in this sloka that there is no the human form of life is meant for something different. Okay, human form of life is meant for something different, and the lower species are meant for something different. Okay, and when we are in human form of life and we are not having we are not living a God-centered life, that is the life which is based on Isavasa principle, then then there will be fear of death. Okay, then there will be fear of death. People want to live for long. Prabhupada says there is no meaning of living so long. Life should be like the life should be Krishna centered. It should not be long. Like people say, no, life should be like life should be like long or something. Some like quote is there. Life should be like something like that. It is there. The meaning is same. That we should be living a God-centered life, even if the life is small. That is enough. Okay. Even you see great sages like you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he lived for 48 years in this earthly planet. Even you see the Ramanujacharya, his life was also very small. So if you see the great sages, their life is very small. Okay, there is no meaning of living a long life without Krishna. Okay, like trees are living for long without Krishna. There is no meaning of that life. Even a devotee lives a small life, that to Krishna center, that life is enough. Okay, and devotee do not fear for death. Prabhupada explains that also. To devotees, they do not fear. Okay, why? Because they depend on Krishna. Okay, and they live a Krishna conscious life. They depend on Krishna, and Krishna directly take care of that. Okay, so that is the thing. The mainly is described in this sloka. So first, Krishna Prabhupada described that this karma which we are doing, or the karma which is not centered to Krishna, that causes a fear of death in us. That causes fear of death in us because we are not living a Krishna centered life. That's why it is causing a fear of death in us. Devotees do not fear because they totally depend on Krishna, and they live in harmony with Ishavasya principle. Okay. So that that is described in the paragraph, in the purpose of the paragraph, that about the karma causing bondage. Then Prabhupada describes that how human life is meant for liberation. Human life is meant for liberation. So we have many life. We have many life. Other life are meant for the karma bhoga. Okay, but this human form of life, we can realize that this is a chance. This human form of life is a chance to break this bondage of the karma. Okay, and free from the chains of karma. Okay, this human form of life is free from the chains of karma. Okay, so that is described in this shloka. So let's see. So these three types of karma only describes. First is the karma actions performed in terms of one prescribed duty, as mentioned in the revealed scripture. In the lower stage of life, one cannot immediately adopt activities of devotional service, nor can one stop fruitive work. So let's focus on this second point. In the lower stage of life, one cannot immediately adopt activities of devotional service, nor can one stop fruitive work. Okay, so in human form of life, also the people are people like us are living very degraded life. Degraded life means the life which is not God-centered, the life which is not related to Krishna. Okay, one may be a very big politician, one may be a very big actor, one may be a very big scientist or very big scholar. Okay, very big scholar. If the life is not centered, what is the use? What is the use of this life? Okay, because we are too much attached to the body and this material world, and we are so much engrossed in achieving the achievements related to this material. We totally forget the the things which is related to the spiritual life. Okay, or the things which is related to spirit soul. Okay, we try to achieve the things which is related to the material world, material body. We try to become a scholar, we try to become a scientist, we try to become a pilot, we try to become this, that, everything we try to do. But if that activity is not God-centered, there is no meaning. Prabhupada says, what is the meaning of this life? If there is no Krishna, the life is zero. Okay, Krishna is like one. Krishna adds one in front of all zero. If we realize that thing, and if we bring Krishna in our life, that adds one to all the zeros. Okay, what is the meaning of 5 zeros? If you have 5 zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, no meaning. If Krishna comes in that, this 5 0 will become like I think it will become 1 lakh. You know? So like that. So Krishna gives the meaning to the zero. This life ultimately, if away from Krishna, doesn't have any meaning. Krishna gives the meaning to this life. Okay. So that's why it is said that we have to bring Krishna. This human form of life is a very great opportunity to bring Krishna in our life. Okay. And that life, when we bring Krishna in our life, that type of karma which we do, that is called akarma. Okay, and this shloka brings the akarma into action. So we have to do a perform activity, our prescribed activity, but in relation with Krishna, in according to the Ishavasya principle, that whatever things are there in this material world. So what is Ishavasya principle, and our activities are ending that. It says that whatever activity we do in this life, okay, actually everything belongs to Krishna here. Everything is Krishna's. Okay, and nothing belongs to us, but Krishna has sanctioned for us something. Okay, and whatever is sanctioned to us, we have to sanctify that to use. Okay, so whatever is sanctioned to us, we have to sanctify and then use. Okay, so the sanctification, how can we sanctify that? We utilize that thing for the service of Krishna only. Okay, so whatever things are there, whatever things is sanctioned to us, utilize it for the service of Krishna. That will become sanctified. Then we are okay to use it. Then that won't cause karma. Then that won't be having any karma reaction or the karma bandhan. It won't cause. Okay, and then if we are doing this way, we can live for 100 or 1,000 years. If you want to live, then you can live. Okay. And if you are having karma bandhan, even 100 years is very, even if you are not following this principle, 100 years are also very big years, too much years. Okay, like that. So many karma, vikarma will accumulate. Okay. So when we work in that way, when we work in Ishavasya principle, whatever work we are doing, that won't cause karma bandhan, and then we can live even for the thousands and thousands years we can live, or we may live like that. If we want to live, then that is allowed like that. Okay. So the main thing is live a God-centered life. Live a life dedicated to Krishna, and you may live for hundreds and thousands if you want like that. Okay. One may aspire. The word is aspire. One can aspire to live for hundreds and thousands of years if he is living a God-centered life or a life related to Ishavasya principle. Okay. So that is the thing. Then it is written, in the lower stage of life, one cannot immediately adopt activity to the devotional service, nor can one stop fruitive work. We cannot, we are so degraded in this human form of life that is called lower stage of life. We are like in lower stage of life. So we cannot immediately adopt the activity of devotional service. If I say leave everything and then leave everything and just remain Krishna consciousness, like just remain in yoga with Krishna, it is very difficult for us, because that conception of life is very difficult for us to imagine. Okay, how we can live, how we are going to survive, how we are going to live, who is going to give us food, who is going to protect us. Okay, it is very difficult for us, because we see how it is very difficult for us to even imagine. Okay, if you are not doing anything, how we can survive, how we are going to have food, who is going to protect us, cold weather is there, how is going to protect us, warm weather, the summer will come, who is going to protect us. So very difficult to imagine. Okay, because we don't have the perfect dependency of Krishna. We are not totally dependent on Krishna. Just like Prabhupada went. Okay, he didn't have anything, no person he was knowing. Okay, he was very unknown country was there, he went there. Okay, it is very difficult for us. We don't have, if we don't have anything, don't have any knowledge of that country. Okay, it is very difficult to go to that place. Okay, only person who is dependent on Krishna can go. Okay, so it is in this conception of it is very difficult for us to imagine how, without doing anything, how we can live. Okay, so for that only Karma Yoga principle is there, and this sloka describes the Karma Yoga principle. Okay, what is Karma Yoga principle? One cannot immediately adopt activity to devotional service, nor can one stop fruitive work. Okay, so whatever work is there, we have to do the work in the and bring Krishna in that work. Okay, do your material activity, do the activity, do the activity related to this material, but bring Krishna in your activity, but bring Krishna in your the fruitive activities. Okay, then that is called Karma Yoga. Okay, that means no attachment to the results of the fruits. Okay, so that is called Karma Yoga. Give the results to Krishna. That is Karma Yoga. Okay, so that was the principle. Lower stage of life, one cannot immediately adopt activities to devotional service, nor can one stop fruitive work. Okay, fully devotional service also we cannot take. Fully we cannot stop the fruitive activity also. So bring Krishna in the fruitive work. That is the last paragraph Prabhupada described in this mantra too. So again, this karma bandhana is described. We have described the karma bandhana. The living entity is eternal by nature, but due to his bondage in material existence, he has to change his body over and over. Okay, over and over we have to change. This process is called transmigration of soul or karma bandhan, bondage by one's work. Different ism like altruism, socialism, communism, nationalism, and humanitarianism are very attractive form of karma bandhan. Okay, so this again, it was in invocation we have seen that in the invocation we have seen that there are two types of activities a karmi does. Okay, for the satisfaction of himself as well as satisfaction for the society, for the family, for the nation, like that. Okay, so that both are like material activity only. Okay, one is called the personal material activity, and second is called extended material activity. Extended means extended sense gratification. Personal sense gratification, everything I am doing for myself. Extended sense gratification, I am doing for nation, I am doing for family, I am doing for society. That is called altruism, paropkar. Okay, doing it for the good for the society. Okay, that is called extended sense gratification. Okay, that is also sense gratification only. So some people may say I'm donating to hospital. Some people may say I'm donating to anathalaya, something, some good activity I'm doing. Okay, NGO like work I'm doing. Okay, that is also purpose. That is also a extended sense gratification. Why? Because there is no Krishna in that. There is no Krishna in that. How we can add Krishna in that? So the thing is, the ultimate greatest benefit a person can get is through realization of Krishna's relationship with him. Okay, when a person realizes that what is his relationship with Krishna, and he try to achieve Krishna, then that is the ultimate benefit for that person. Okay, so that is the bringing Krishna in the. If you want your society to have real benefit, then give Krishna in the society. If you want like nation real benefit for the nation, give Krishna to the nation. Okay, so attach Krishna in everything. So that is the different ism like altruism, socialism, communism, nationalism, and humanitarianism are very attractive form of karma. Okay, very attractive form. But if we want to live above them, he should make them God centered. Okay, we have to make them God centered, like attach Krishna, include Krishna in that. Then there is no harm in becoming a family man, a altruistic man, or a socialist man. If you want to do good for the society, give Krishna to the society. If you want to do good for a small group of people, give Krishna to that small group of people. If you want to do good for the nation, you want to become a nationalist, okay, give Krishna to the nation. Then that is the real Prabhupada. Then there is no harm in living. Prabhupada, then there is no harm in becoming a family man, altruistic man, or socialist man. Okay. Ishavasya principle. Without Krishna, there is nothing. Okay, whatever you do sense gratification for yourself, you do sense gratification, extended sense gratification in the form of ism. That is also karma bandhan. Okay. Again, a very nice thing is written. Altruistic activity according to the spirits of Sri ISOPANISAD and Bhagavad Gita are karma yoga. Altruistic activity. Altruistic means paropkari activity, for certain good things for the other society. According to the spirit of Sri ISOPANISAD and Bhagavad Gita are karma yoga. Okay. Include Krishna. Give Krishna to everyone. Okay, so that is the real altruistic activity for the society, for the nation. The three types is written here. Just for the revision, we'll read out. Vikarma is doing activity against the Shastra. Vikarma don't follow the Vedas, and when the risk of being degraded to lower species. Okay, so this also Prabhupada right that when we do activity in this human form of life against the Shastra is a very dangerous thing. In this human form of life, if you are doing activity against the Shastra, that is very dangerous thing, because it will lead to degradation to a lower species. Lower species, we don't have chance to realize our relationship with Krishna and to break this chain of cycle of death and birth. Okay, so this vikarma thing is also very dangerous because it will lead to degradation to lower species. Okay, not appreciated by saintly people, and defeat the purpose of the life. Purpose of the life is to attain Krishna, and when we are going degrading to lower species, how we are going to attain Krishna? Then the karmis, they follow the Vedas. They are pious people. Okay, they attain Swarga, bodies of demigod. They go to higher planet because they have some good karma. So with the good karma, they will go to the higher planets. Eventually, they will return to Mrityuloka again. Again, they will come to Mrityuloka. Then Akarmi, the lastly comes the Akarmi. They have come to the platform of devotional service of Krishna, and no fruitive activity binds and means of rebirth. So fruitive activity is very dangerous, they know. That's why they are completely surrendered to Krishna and they are doing akarma. Okay, so that is the 3 types of karma we have in the slide. Okay, so consequently, Sri Ishopanishad advises us to exert our energy in the spirit of Ishavasya. Being so engaged, we may wish to live for many, many years. If you want to, you have to live the life God-centered. You have to live in harmony with the Ishavasya principle. Whatever is given to you, you have to sanctify it and use it. Okay, sanctification, sanctioned and sanctification, centered. Otherwise, a long life itself has no value. Just like the tree. A tree lives for hundreds and hundreds of years, but there is no point in living long life like a tree, or breathing like bellows and begetting children and hog and dog and eating like camels. Okay. If we are living a very big life and life is full of trouble. Okay. Actually, our life is full of trouble only. We are daily having trouble. We are daily, so many troubles we are. When we are in this material world, we have so many troubles. Everyone is troubled. There's no person who doesn't have any, in whose life there is no trouble. Everyone is suffering from trouble. Everyone is going through trouble. Everyone. If you ask any person on the road, okay, he will have trouble. Any person you choose, he will have trouble. A person may be looking very happy, but he will have trouble in the life. So everyone is having the trouble. But but if you ask, you want to die? No, I don't want to die. Everyone is willing to live as long as possible in this material world. Okay, so that is the problem. Okay, we are in this material world and we are having daily problems. Still, we want to survive. Okay? So that is the thing. And when we live through Ishavasya principle, then we may wish to live for hundreds of years because we are not making any karma. Okay, so there is no meaning of living a life of a dog, a life of an animal, or a life of a tree where there is no akarma. Okay, actually the human life is what life we are living, what daily life we are living. That is actually the life of a dog, hog, like that only. Okay, there is no Krishna, there is no Krishna centered life. Many people, they are very egoistic. Okay, so daily we meet so many people, very egoistic. They have achieved this much designation. I am this, I am this. I am a very big politician. I am a very famous person. I am a very famous doctor. Everyone knows me in this city. Everyone knows me like that. Okay. But that is also a life of a dog, hog, camel only. Okay. Full of ego. There is no Krishna, there is no meaning actually. If you have not realized that thing, then there is no meaning. One day that will come and everything will finish. Okay, just like if you see, so that is the thing, is attachment. Okay, too much attachment is there. That's why people are having fear of living this life. Too much attachment. I am very famous, many people are knowing me. I am very famous, I am doing this activity and no person is better than me. Very egoistic person. Why? Because of attachment. So many attachments we have made. I am in this position. So many positions we have made. I am this position. No one is like me. Okay. So many positions we make. So many relations we make. Okay. And these relations, due to these relations only, we fear for leaving this life. Okay. But actually, our real nature is not this. Okay? Too much attachment, material life is very difficult. Okay. Just like two persons are there. Okay. I'll give you an example to understand. Two persons are there and one person is having a car and the other person is not having the car. Two persons are standing on the roadside maybe. Okay, and one person is having the car which is standing on the roadside. Both persons are talking and suddenly a truck comes and there is accident on the car. Okay, and the car is like and there is the car is destroyed in 1 second, or you can tell you can take like 1 minute. Car is destroyed. Okay, two persons are there. One person will be having too much pain and the other person won't have any feeling. Okay, actually both persons are not damaged. A person who is the master of the car, the person with which the car belongs to, that person will have so much pain. 10 lakhs I spent to buy this car, and this car is now like not the car doesn't have value of 10 rupees now. Okay, like that. But the other person is free. This car doesn't belong to me. What is the meaning of lamenting too much in the car? Okay, like that. So two persons are there. Both persons are not damaged. Nothing damage happened to that person. Both persons are fine. Damage happened to the car, and one person is feeling it too, and one person is feeling great pain. Other person is not feeling anything. Okay, why? Why? And both persons are fine only. Why? Because of the attachment. Persons are too much attached to the car. That's why he is having the pain. Okay, that is the meaning. In this life also we are making too much attachment, too many attachment we are making, too many I am at this position, I am this position. That's why we don't want to live. This life is full of trouble, but even though this life is full of trouble, we don't want to live this life, because we have made too many attachments, because we have attained certain position. We don't want to leave this position. Okay, so that is the problem. When that is the problem with too much attachment. But then if you see the devotee, if you see the Ishavasya principle, completely different. Devotees, they know Ishavasya principle. Everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing belongs to me. Imagine a person is there, one person is standing, another person is like the driver of the car. Driver of the car. Okay, he's not the proprietor of the car, just the driver of the car. Okay, he's standing on the car, on the roadside, and he's talking to other person, and suddenly a truck comes and the car is destroyed in 1 second. The other person and both person won't have any pain. Why? This car doesn't belong to me. This is not my car. This is owner's car. I'm just a driver. Okay. Similarly, this material will also belongs to Krishna. Okay. We are not proprietor here. Okay. Things are being sanctioned to us for the utilization, and when we sanctify that, when we utilize that for the service of Krishna, like the driver is utilizing the car for the service of the owner. Okay, then whatever things happen to the car, the driver is not worried. Okay, the driver is not worried, because this car belongs to Krishna. This car belongs to the owner only, and this car is utilized in the service of the owner only. Whatever things will happen to this car, the owner will have reaction or action. Whatever things is there, I don't have any difficulty. I don't have any problem, even if the car is destroyed. Okay, similar that same thing. Okay, whatever things are given to us in this material world, they are actually belongs to Krishna. Okay, Ishavasya, everything belongs to Krishna. Krishna is the ultimate proprietor, and he has sanctioned us something, and we have to sanctify it for the service of Krishna. Okay, and when we are doing it, even this body lives or even this body dies, even any person lives or any person dies, we don't care. We don't think about too much, because we are not attached. Okay, and when we are doing in this way, we may aspire to live for hundreds of years, because that is akarma principle, because that we are following the akarma principle, because we are following the Ishavasya principle. Okay. So that finishes our chapter. Very few slides were there, but I try to explain through the purpose a little bit. Okay, so when you read out, you have a little bit more understanding. Okay. So akarma means a spiritual deed, versus vikarma means misdeed. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, your screen is not visible.
Yeah, I stopped sharing Mataji, because that was the
Okay.
last slide.
Okay.
Okay, so we have now the question answer session. Yeah, any question is there?
Hare Krishna,
can ask.
Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Hello. Prabhu, please forgive my ignorance. I have one question, Prabhu. We came to this world to get out of this birth and death cycle. That is called liberation, na, Prabhu. Working towards liberation also, it's a self-centered, na, Prabhu, not God-centered. How do we define this?
Yes, Mataji. Your question is, we are working towards God-centered.
Actually, Prabhu, we came to this world for our liberation, like to get out of this world and get out of cycle of birth and death. That is called liberation. But working towards liberation also self-centered only, not God-centered.
Okay. Yes, you have a very appropriate question, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, you have a very appropriate question.
How do we like work towards God-centered? It's I feel it's working for self-liberation also, it's selfish.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji, it is selfish. The devotee doesn't want a liberation. Devotee wants to serve Krishna, and Krishna doesn't matter what condition he puts in, right?
Yes.
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 But
Okay,
why we are working towards getting out of the cycle and birth?
Yes. Let me reframe your question and then I'll answer your question. So Mataji, can you mute yourself, Mamta Mataji? Some sound is coming from your side. Okay. So Mataji is asking, liberation also means we want to liberate ourselves from this material form of life and we want to go to Krishna. Not going to Krishna means we want to liberate ourselves from this birth and death cycle. Then that is also self-centered. Then why we are working for liberation? Yes. So that is the question Mataji has asked. Very appropriately, Mataji has asked. The thing is, devotee does not want liberation. Okay. Let me clear out this first. That devotee is not working for liberation. Okay. Devotee is working for devotion. Okay. There are two terms are there. One is called liberation and one is called devotion. Okay. If you read Bhagavad Gita, you will come to know that liberation means or not. The Bhagavad Gita will come that first thing is liberation means you will enjoy when you are when we are leaving this body and we are leaving this body. After that we'll have liberation because we won't be like coming to this material world again. But Bhagavad Gita describes that if you are doing devotion, you can enjoy a self-centered life or life devoted to Krishna even in this life. Okay. So there are two terms are there. One is called liberation, one is called devotion. And liberation's perfection is devotion. The perfection of liberation is called devotion. So devotee doesn't want liberation. Okay. If you read Shikshashtakam by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that I don't want anything. I don't want any followers. I don't want money. I don't want any I don't want anything in this material world. Okay. I just want your devotion. Okay. I don't want liberation also. I just want to serve you. That is the devotee disposition. They just want to serve Krishna. They don't want liberation. I don't want to go away from this material world. Wherever, whatever place is there, even if this material world is there, I want to serve you. Even if there is spiritual world is there, I want to serve you. Even if there is Patal Lok or any lok is there, wherever you want, you send me. But don't bereft me from your service. Okay. So devotees are more attached to the devotion or the service to Krishna than liberation. Okay. Yes, Mataji. I hope that the concept is clear to you.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is incarnation of Radharani, right?
This is incarnation of Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, incarnation of Krishna.
Incarnation of Krishna, not Radharani.
Mood of Radharani. Incarnation of Krishna, but in the mood of Radharani.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have submitted all the assignment, but I don't know all my answer are correct or not. So
Okay.
how can I?
I'll just
How can I know?
Yeah, just I'll find some time and then I'll correct the answers.
Yes.
Very sorry.
Can I? Yes, Prabhuji. Can I get the corrected form of the answer sheet?
Yeah, we'll see, Mataji. I have so many correction. I've not done even the first nectar of instructions slokas also. I have to do that also. So it will take too much time.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay,
Hare Krishna,
thank you so much,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, we defined karma, akarma, and vikarma. It is very clear. There is a clear demarcation. We know very clearly what is vikarma, and probably it is the opposite of akarma. But
No.
those who
That
are
is not.
doing fruitive activities.
Yes, Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhu, please
Please.
correct me first, then I'll go on.
Please go ahead, Mataji.
No, I just wanted to know, the karmis are actually also vikarmis, right?
Yeah, Mataji, that your question is karmis or vikarmis?
Also, I mean, in some part or the other, we are selfish, we are doing fruitive activities, we are not following principles. That is like vikarma, right? So,
Yes.
karmis have vikarma in them to some extent or the other.
Vikarmis both, yes. We have some we have some accounts. Okay, some accounts of some punya, accounts of some papa. Okay, so like that, some accounts we have made. So that is the 4 stages of the accumulation of karma we do. Okay, so that is the bijam, putam, papam. Those things. Bijam, kutam, then apraradya and prarabdya and papam. These four stages are there where whatever we do, that is being accumulated, whether it is good or bad. So we have the account. We have just like we have bank account section, we have money. We have so we are also having some account where we are having the whatever activity we are doing, the reactions are getting accumulated and we'll get the reactions later.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So I didn't get your question, Mataji. Vikarmis or karmis, I didn't get you.
No. My question was like, we've made a clear demarcation of the 3 kinds, Prabhu, but karmis do have vikarma in them. That was
So
what I
actually,
wanted
if you
to
see,
clarify.
I got your question. So actually, if you see, Mataji, there are only 2 types. One is for ourselves, one is for self, one is for Krishna. Okay.
Yes.
So for self you are doing, then there will be pap and punya. For self you are doing, then it will be pap and punya. If you are doing for Krishna, that is akarma.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Very nice, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Okay. So do we have any question more? And then otherwise we'll end the session.
Not in the chat, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so we have seen how we can live in harmony with Ishavasya principle. Next, we'll see if we neglect the Ishavasya principle, what will happen. Okay, so that we are going to see in the next sloka, in the sloka number 3. So we'll meet again maybe next week and we'll try to describe. Maybe we can take 2 classes next week. Small sloka is there then. Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna devotees.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhavev cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dandavad
Thank you,
Pranam.
Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you,